Oh, we can start this video off by getting into the black sheep here, and sitting in the car, hanging out. A lot of stuff going around in the shop right now. Phil's working on a bunch of stuff. Ben just got brown sugar all finished up, and I've been running around editing videos. I got this new project that I think I want to start on, and not another car, just a different setup on one of the vehicles that we have. And I don't think it's really ever been done before, or if it has, it hasn't been publicized. It is definitely out there, so that's all I'm going to give you right now. But if you guys haven't already, go and subscribe to the John Doc YouTube channel, because it involves Texas Speed. I'm talking to those guys and seeing if it's even possible, if it is physically possible. We're going to do it, and we're going to broadcast it to you guys here on the LS Nasty YouTube channel and on the John Doc YouTube channel. But as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we're just going to read some comments, and I do read a lot of the comments. I don't respond to a lot because I'm normally running around, but I do read a lot of comments. So if you are commenting, know that I do see it. I try to comment back to the ones that I can. Some of them taking longer explanations. They don't get the response that I think they deserve. I think everyone deserves a response in their comments, especially if you guys are commenting up questions. So what we're going to do in today's video is I'm just going to read some comments on the John Doc YouTube channel. As you guys can hear, brown sugar's firing up, and we're just going to go over, some comments. We're just going to talk. All right, so let's pull the phone out. We'll read some comments, and it is hot in here. Typical North Carolina weather. It is 2,486 degrees with a 4,000% humidity, so it is very, very, very comfortable. Let's see here. We'll go to the YouTube studio, and I'm just going to go from a couple different random videos throughout the John Doc YouTube channel, nothing specific. I'm just going to answer some general questions, whether it's about me, whether it's about the cars, whether it's about what we do. We're just going to kind of go over everything. All right, one of the questions that I've been getting more recently is, I think I've been up in the air about sharing this, but is the address of the shop. Now, I will say this beforehand, we kind of mind our own business here, but between myself and Chris, we own 2 security companies. So to say that this place is well secure, I think we have 40 cameras around this place, not to mention badass security system. So if you guys are looking to send stuff to us, the LS Nasty YouTube channel, which is what I'm posting this on, is a little bit smaller. I think it's a little bit more if you're a true follower. I will list the address in the description below, so if you guys want to send us anything, you can, but it is here in Erwin, North Carolina. So go down there below if you feel like sending us anything. There's our address. You can send us some stuff, whether you send us stuff from Amazon Pantry, because Ben loves all the snacks, or I'd say the biggest thing would be Gatorade. We go through so much Gatorade here, it is absolutely ridiculous. Alright, let's get into it. Here's one from a couple videos back. What do you do for a living? So, what do I do for a living? I do YouTube, obviously. This is a full-time job, believe it or not. Now that I'm kind of running 2 YouTube channels, it is definitely full-time. Between the YouTube channel, LS Nasty apparel line, Mobile Vision, and my other company, which is John Doc Recovery, which is my storm recovery company, which you guys will hear me talk about. That is what I do. I pretty much got 4 gigs. I got 4 sources of income, and that is it. I say that is it. I think that's good. I was always taught that having multiple sources of income is a way to make money. Having just one income is not bad, but if you have multiple, that's even better, if you can do it. I think I spread myself pretty thin, but I love to work. I don't really take days off. I just keep on working Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Doesn't matter, 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. If there's stuff that has to be done, I'll do it. I'm not really too worried about it. I like the freedom of being on my own schedule, so if I do want to wait till 10 o'clock to do it, I'll do it. But you have to have some pressure on yourself, and I do put some pressure on myself to get stuff done. That's what I do for a living. The storm recovery stuff is super interesting. If you guys have heard me plug it before, I'm always looking for guys. 3,500 or 2,500 truck, gas or diesel, it's got to be 8 lug. If you're not an idiot, and if you have like it's color coordinated stuff. You got to take a generator and plug it in, and the cords are color coordinated. I mean, it's not that difficult. It's not a full-time job. It's just, storms when they come up, we need guys. We restore power to certain areas that need to have power restored. That's as simple as that. We recover electricity to these areas. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, my email will be down in the description below. You can contact me there. I just got a bunch of other guys signed up from the last video I did, and it's a growing operation. I'm always looking for more and more people, but it's really fun. If you can go out there and work a couple days, you do some work for me, you get some extra cash, put it in your pocket, thumbs up, everyone's happy. Go out there, build a race car, buy an LS, put a turbo on it, pull a wheelie, pow, right there. There's the secret sauce. There's the success story right there. You work a storm for me, and now you're pulling wheelies just like that. So, anyways, go here, scroll down some. What is your favorite car? My favorite car out of all the cars that we have, the cow has my heart forever. I'd say currently, I changed favorites. The Boost Rooster was my favorite for a little bit, got rid of that. Brown Sugar was my favorite for a couple weeks. I still like Brown Sugar. Salted Chicken, it's my favorite because that one is most of my own project. But the car I'm sitting in right now, the Grand National, it's just an animal. It's like a dream. It's a dream. I've always wanted to drive a car like this, a badass, real deal radial car. Now that I'm absolutely in love. So this car right here, currently is my current favorite, but there's always room to grow and subtract. Let's see. Well, that's Ben. Ben, come here. We're doing a Q&A. Just poke your head right here. Oh, there he is. So, I answered I'm not going to tell you my answer, but they asked me what my favorite car that we have had in the realm is and why. What is your favorite car? It doesn't have to be here. If it's a Boosted Rooster, we'll accept that answer. But what is your favorite car out of the LS Nasty paddock? This is a tough one because Ben literally builds like all of them. They all have Ben's work on them.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Trans Am.
Boosted Rooster?
I had a lot of fun with that car.
Boosted Rooster, that's your girl.
That's fun. Yeah.
That was
one of many.
That was your baby though. I mean, everything start to finish was you on there.
Yeah, but it's like not so much of a bias though, because it wasn't the first, it won't be the last.
Yeah. It's
not like it was my first one I've ever built. It's just like, it was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, we went from where we started, well, we went to the track, went like 690 with it, with that little air to air, to where we ended up going like 541 and still having some fuel in the tank. I thought that was pretty cool. And we literally showed that from start to finish, which I thought that was the coolest part. Because a lot of these builds that we have aren't really start to finish. We kind of get them somewhere along the way. But Ben chose the Boosted Rooster. I said it was the Boosted Rooster, and then it moved to Brown Sugar, but it's always been the cow, but now it's this, because this is like so badass. This is currently, I mean, this thing is just, it's an animal. But, you know, next month it could be something else.
Yeah, it's
tough. They change. When the cow's back, I'm sure the cow will be my favorite. Bill, come here, put your head right here. Hold on, you just missed the last question. Kneel down so you get in frame. And I'll actually link your YouTube channel in the description of this one. I will link. I'll find it. I'll click on it.
Okay.
We're
all
on
I have to do is when I comment is just click on the picture.
That's difficult for some. LS Nasty YouTube channel. They asked, what is the favorite car from the LS Nasty paddock? What do you got? Past or present?
Boosted Rooster.
Boosted Rooster. Everyone says
everyone loves a Boosted. It's a simple setup, dude. It's relatable to everybody.
How big of a big dumb idiot was I to get rid of that car?
You're like on top of the hill, like an idiot hill.
God, he talks about it all the time. So the Boosted Rooster would be at the track,
and we would. It was such a simple setup.
You're mad you just didn't get to drive it?
No, I'm not mad because I'm gonna drive Brown Sugar.
Oh, tomorrow?
I'm gonna put it in the 90s.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, 590.
Okay, I like that. All right, I like that. Tomorrow. I said tomorrow's Wednesday. Where are you gonna do that? On your way to Zaxby's? You're gonna do that?
We can go to Thunder Valley.
You can go to Thunder Valley.
Maybe shut down.
We don't know. What kind of fire suit do you wear? So I run 2 different fire suits depending on what car I'm driving. If I'm gonna drive a normal street car on either fuel or ethanol, I run a race quip. I believe it's like a 5-layer pants, 5-layer jacket. I wear my impact gloves on both, which are, it's a 20-layer glove. And I don't know, some people get mad saying that it's not layers, it's well, I'm just gonna call it 20-layer glove. It's heavy, it's thick. They don't really make much thicker than it. But I wear the shoes, I wear the pants, I wear a head sock, a helmet, Hans device, and gloves. When I run this car, I go up from the 5-layer to a 20-layer. So I run a much thicker pants, and then I wear booties on top of the shoes. So you put the pants on, the shoes on, then you put a boot over top of both, essentially, that go up to like your mid-calf. Very stylish, I should say. And surprisingly, they're not too bad to drive in. It's pretty comfortable, I would say. I don't mind it. I was worried that I wouldn't really like it, but after just being in the car, it's kind of like fitting. This car is more of like an animal, so wearing more safety gear, it makes you feel pretty comfortable in the car, at least me at least. It is so hot though. Like right now I'm just sitting here dying. Imagine me in the 20 layer. Oh boy. I'm just going through here and someone said I already missed the boosted rooster. Listen guys, there'll be many more. Wait! Just wait until the salted chicken is done. Then, whoa, it's gonna be right. It's going to be right. Alright, here's one. Why don't you run wheelie bars? The reason why we don't run really wheelie bars is we stick to like the small tire radial stuff. So instead of putting a wheelie bar in the back, we tie the front down and we get a shock in the rear that allows for a lot of extension, and we set the rear end up to have that separation. So essentially, instead of the car wheeling and you have the bars at the back trying to like push the front end down, when we launch, we tie the front end down so it's harder for it to wheelie, and then the ass end rises up. So you'll see it snowplow down track. It's a drag radial thing. It doesn't work on slicks. A badass Mentor shock like this car works well. The Camaro doesn't really run wheelie bars. It's IRS, so it's a little bit different concept. On the Cow, you can't set up bar angles like that because there are no bars. It's independent rear suspension. You can't put, anti-squat into it. So you have to get the shock to allow a perfect amount of squat, but not too much so it bobs. Right now we're in the bob zone, so we got to put a different spring on it. But you want to be able to apply the power and hold it there and just ride down track. We do run travel limiters on the Camaro as well. We've done videos on travel limiters with the boosted rooster before, so you guys are hopefully well informed on how travel limiters work. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's a very good tuning tool. It's another aspect of tuning the car, tuning to the track. You can do a lot of different things with just adjusting the front end travel. It's pretty crazy. So no wheelie bars. We tie the front end down to prevent wheelies, and every once in a while we just wheelie anyways. Roots blower or turbo? I don't know. This car, it's in between. It's got the Pro Charger on there, but the Roots blower is super badass, super hard on parts. The turbo is still absolutely killer, but it's not as like showy. Like the blower cars are like have a big show. It's a big presence, where the turbo cars are pretty quiet. I like turbo cars. I really like them all, to be honest with you. If this had a big screw blower on it, I'd run the screw blower. Like, I'm not biased. I do stay away from nitrous because that's like, I feel like the hardest on parts, but hey, if it doesn't have a carburetor, I'm cool with it. So as long as you're fuel injected, supercharger, Pro Charger, turbo, I think that's pretty badass. Why don't you show times? This is like a huge controversy on this YouTube channel, and I have shown a lot more times recently than I ever have. I went like 3 years straight without showing any times with the Cow, and we got this stuff and we started showing times, and then we put the stock 5.3 and we chased the 8s, we got the 8. I don't show times solely out of respect to the other racers that I race with. No time racing is a very big deal. It's a type of racing, it's a category, it's a class, and you're either going to understand the concept of no time racing or you're not. I know everyone wants to know how fast did it go, how fast did it go, but no time racing is not about how fast you go, it's who gets to the finish line first. Generally, it's heads up, no time, pro tree, that's your standard class, and you got to get to the finish line first. I understand that you guys at home want to see times, but if I'm out there running with other no time cars that don't show their times, and we make a pass and we're neck and neck, and I show my time, then people have a kind of an idea of how fast it goes. So when I enter events that are no time, I don't tell my time. That's just kind of how it goes. I'm not too worried about it now with my stuff. I still don't really tell times with the Cow, just because I've never really told times with it. The Boost Rooster, it was cool. This car, we have told times, but we haven't really turned this thing all the way up. It's so strict that some classes that are no time won't allow you to race if you told your time or showed your time in the past year, so 12 months. So if that happens, you're not racing a lot, and we run no time stuff. So if you can't run no time stuff and you're a no time guy, you don't fit in any classes, it's not a good, you don't have anywhere to race. So I appreciate those that understand the no time stuff. For those of you guys that want to know times and just times, I'm sorry. It's out of respect for other races. I am dying in this car. I am getting out of it right now, I can tell you that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't follow this channel, definitely subscribe to the John Doc YouTube channel. Check out Black Phil, he's in the description below. Go follow Ben on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, go follow LS Nasty on Instagram. I think I'm done plugging everyone. I'm about to melt. We'll see you guys in the next upload on the LS Nasty YouTube channel. I don't know when it is, but I can tell you it's going to be good. We got some action-packed stuff coming up this week, and I hope you guys are excited. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.